Hey Gemini, it's Robin with Intuitive Tarot Empath. Welcome to my channel, and this is your general reading for July 2017. In the event that this does or does not resonate with you, go out and check the videos for your sun, moon, and or rising signs so that you can get the most amount of information about the energy surrounding you for the month of July. Also, these are energies that could have been following you since the last 2 weeks of June and into the first 2 weeks of August. So I'm going to shuffle with your energies in mind. If you don't want to watch me do that, you're more than welcome to fast forward through this part, and we'll see what's going on with you guys. Alright, so what are the energies for Gemini, July 2017? What are the energies surrounding Gemini for July 2017? Whoa, okay. That never happens. Okay, so the cards that flew out are the Ace of Wands, so new opportunities concerning something that you're passionate about. So either a person or a work venture, could be something that you're creatively connected to, but a new opportunity surrounding that. And then the other card that flew out is the Seven of Swords, but it flew out in reverse. So the Seven of Swords is usually about somebody in your sphere who, or somebody in your environment who has gotten away with something, so some sort of deception. But it's in reverse, so this could be, I don't know, for some of you Geminis, it could have been seeing somebody or thinking the worst of someone, but it might not have been what you thought it was. Or it could have been, it's about relationships too, because the Seven is, in astrology, is all about relationships, like contract relationships that you have with people, so marriage contracts, friends and enemies, business partnerships, that kind of thing. So maybe feeling there could have been a partnership that there was some deception or some sort of question around, like, honesty. But let's see. I threw them back in the deck because I wanted to see if they come up again. So that's just for some Geminis. Or it could have been like a new opportunity with a person after having experienced deception or dishonesty from them, and now they're a new person. We also know that swords are air signs, so Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, so it could have been something that maybe you did that people see as deceptive, but in fact you were being honest about it. But either way, there's a new opportunity coming your way, and that's pretty exciting. So let's see what else comes up. Yeah. Okay, that's the last one. Alright, so let us see. Yeah. Alright, so we have, hey, look who came up again. The Seven of Swords in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune is what's crossing you. The Queen of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups. The Ten of Wands. The Page of Cups. The Three of Cups, that's great. The Ten of Pentacles, fantastic. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And the King of Swords, fantastic. So July is about decisions, about a very big decision that you have to make that's been weighing on your mind. Could be with work, could be with relationships, could be about somebody who has deceived you coming back into your life and offering you something, and you deciding whether or not you want to take the offer. That could be a partner who deceived you. This could be moving, with a job. This could be about, being around people who you didn't feel had your best interest at heart. But now you have to figure out how you want to proceed, and in the month of July you will be doing that. So the moon is all about your intuition, so it's about, you're being asked to really take a moment to listen to your gut and move forward based on that. And also, this, there could be travel for some of you because we do have water in the background. So it's about you moving forward with a decision. And this represents you because, as I just said, swords represent air signs. So this is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. You're on guard. Something happened. I feel like there was, as I was saying before, I feel like there was some deception surrounding you. Either somebody wasn't being honest with you about something, or they were kind of taking from you, but they were like leaving behind crumbs so it didn't look so conspicuous. And this has left you in a place where you're on guard. And in fact, it's left you in a place where you feel like you're carrying a lot of the stresses or burdens of other people. And, you're not, it may have come out of, or maybe in a period where you feel like it's hard for you to trust people. Because you'll notice that the man in the Nine of Wands is holding on to that wand. And he's not, don't touch my wands. Like, I worked really hard to put these up in this position. It took me a while to get here. Don't touch it. And the nines are also about endings. So this is just saying that the period of time where you feel as though you're on guard is coming to an end, where you're kind of, looking at people through the lens of something that happened to you in the past and being like, I don't trust you. I don't trust it. Then we have the moon. So the moon is, and this came up for someone else too. So I feel like the moon is about having learned of a deceit. It was almost like it was illuminated for you. You didn't even have to do anything. It just kind of like your learning of that deception, like it literally showed up just out of nowhere. Like, the Wheel of Fortune, sometimes I read it as like the universe, just like the world card. So it's like the universe kind of like ushered in. Like, you may have had some sort of intuition, especially from the Two of Swords card, which also has the moon in it. And the moon is all about intuition. So it's like you may have had some sort of intuition or insight into something that was happening, but then all of a sudden something concrete was like ushered into your life, like this Ace of Pentacles. Something was given to you that you're like, whoa, okay. All right, what do I do now? And now it's asking you, where do you want to go next? Like, now that you know the truth about this situation, what do you want to do with the information that you have? And so I think that for a while it's been, for some, some Geminis, let me move this up. For some Geminis, it's been about, standing still in order to really study what's happened to you in the past so that you can make an informed decision about how you want to move forward. But it's also about, standing on guard until you can come to some sort of a decision, because you weren't expecting this. The moon can sometimes kind of be a trickster, so it's like things playing out not exactly as you thought they would. The Empress in reverse, and the Hanged Man in reverse, and the Knight of Swords, all on the bottom of the deck, all speak of things moving forward. And with that Knight of Swords, it's about moving forward swiftly, because you'll notice that in the Knight of Swords, he's got that fire under the horse, or the horse has the fire under his feet. So both the Hanged Man and the Empress are cards of waiting, when they're upright, but in reverse, it's saying that you're ready to move forward, you're ready to take action, and this is saying that once you decide to take action, you're going to do so quickly. With that Knight of Swords, especially because the Knight of Swords once again, representing air signs, and you're an air sign. So you're, you may have been kind of sitting and waiting for a moment because you weren't ready to make a decision. But in fact, that time is coming to an end. I could probably read every card on the bottom of the deck, but we're just going to get into the cards that are laid out in front of us so that we can see what it is that you have to make a decision about, and what is the best course of action moving forward. So this is the card that flew out of the deck before, and this is the first card that came up when I was doing the reading. So the Seven of Swords in reverse. So this is saying that either there's someone around you who has been deceptive, but who is trying, it's like they're trying to make you see them differently now. Either that, or you have been dishonest with someone and now you're trying to make them see you differently now. Or maybe somebody assumed that you were being dishonest with them, but you really weren't. or someone was being dishonest with you, but they really weren't. But there's been some sort of like I said with the moon is kind of a trickster. So it could have, like, there's been some sort of miscommunication. It could also be that somebody has been deceptive but is now trying really hard to like apologize and make themselves seem different. And it's 7, so this is contracts, so this could be marriage, this could be business relationships. This is kind of the cards of the House of Friends and Enemies. You might have been going through a period where you felt like the Wheel of Fortune was in your favor, was not in your favor. So why is this happening to me? I'm down on my luck. But the Wheel of Fortune upright, which is crossing you, is saying that times are changing for you. And in fact, that 10 signifies that, like, you're moving into a new chapter. And in fact, the wheel is about to turn in your favor. So, you know, if you're feeling really good these days, it's not, you know, it's not a fluke. You know, your happiness is in fact stable. Luck is in fact on your side, because that's what's crossing you. But it might also, you know, if there's somebody coming back into your life and apologizing for any wrongdoing that they've caused in your life, you know, the Wheel of Fortune upright could make you be on guard because, you know, wait a second, this wasn't the story that you were telling me before. This, you know, the last time I spoke to you, this was not how we ended things, and now all of a sudden you're changing your tune, and, you know, it's so it could make you feel a little confused, hence the 2 of Swords, that you might have had a period where you had to decide, you know, whether you were going to believe this person or not. So in the past position, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this kind of reminds me a little bit of the Empress card, in that, you know, it's almost like somebody who is appreciating what it is that they have. They're, you know, looking at their pentacle, they're nurturing it. So, you know, you were in a period of time where you were either nurturing a relationship or nurturing a job situation, you know, really connected to something, really grounded in it, really enjoying it, really appreciating what you had. But then it turned real stressful real quick, and all of a sudden you were the one doing all of the work. You were the one holding all of the emotional burdens. You know, you carried the weight of this relationship on your own. And it, like the 10s, you know, we have a 10 of Wands here, we have the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune here. You know, sometimes in relationships where someone is being deceptive to us or dishonest with us, you know, sometimes the 7 of Swords can even be the cheating card. You know, the card of somebody who, like, flies by night, that I love you during the day, but then all of a sudden I'm gone, and you're like, where'd he go? Where'd she go? You know, I feel like for a lot of you Geminis, it was about feeling as though you got left behind, but that you were like, I could love us enough for the both of us. Like, I could love us enough for 2 people, and I'm going to move this relationship forward come hell or high water. So, you know, this could also be about you having that feeling and then in July deciding to move away, like deciding to break up or deciding to move away from the relationship. Or, you know, if this is a work situation, this could be about you deciding to do things differently at work so that you have less stress and less burden. This could also be about you moving away from a new job because you have new opportunities concerning, you know, ways to make your money and something that you're more emotionally connected to. So, you know, this is just saying that you've been carrying a load on your back for a long time by yourself. And it was because you thought that you could do that. I can love for the both of us, and it won't be a burden for me. But the problem is that it became a burden for you, especially when, you know, even though the 7 of Swords is in reverse, it's still reading like an upright card for me, in that I feel like there was some sort of deception. And then the person is either coming back and saying, you know, no, what you think you saw is not actually what you saw. And you're like, no, but it is. And so I think that there has been a little heartbreak for some Geminis in trying to figure out what it is that you want and how it is that you're going to proceed forward. And so the Ace of Cups in reverse in the advice position is just saying that, like, remember that you're surrounded by love, and remember that you are surrounded by new opportunities, that you're surrounded by people who love you and have your best interest at heart, and that there are people who want to come in and support you, you know, with you in mind. And so the Ace of Cups is saying, don't forget that. You know, even when you're sticking with something because you think that there's no other opportunities, and you know, you're so sad and you're kind of stuck in your sadness, the Ace of Cups is saying, no, there's opportunity here. All you need to do is step forward. All you need to do is make a decision. The cup is full. And so here we have the Page of Cups. So this can sometimes represent somebody who is kind of immature, somebody who is offering you something that you think you want. I have a feeling that this is the person who has been dishonest with you, and now they're coming back in and they're apologizing. I know I said before that there could be travel, like there's water in the back of this card. So for some of you, it could be, let's go on a trip, it'll make things better. Or, you know, this could be messages back and forth between you and somebody who you're emotionally connected to. So once again, this also can be a job situation that, you know, you are messaging back and forth with people from work, and they're, you know, saying, don't worry, it's all going to work out, it's all going to be fine. You know, this could also be an immature person who you're connected to romantically who's saying, you know, it's okay, like, you think you saw what you saw, but you really didn't see what you saw. And so they're coming back in, and they look really good, and, you know, but they're saying, like, here, I have this new offer from you. It's not going to be like it was last time. It's going to be different this time. And so here you are celebrating with friends, celebrating with family. I feel like there's a lot of goodness and celebration surrounding you for the month of July. So it could even be that you take this person back and, you know, you're happy about your decision. And in fact, like, this is the kind of the way it plays out. I have a feeling that for some of you, I'm interested in knowing what some of you decide to do, because the way that it plays out, I have a feeling that some of you, for some of you, you're going to go along with this person, and then for some of you, you're going to leave them behind. And I know that that sounds like I'm a weatherman who's saying, like, it's going to 50% rain and it's going to 50% be sunny. But here's the deal. Like, the you position is the Three of Cups, and the environment position is the Ten of Pentacles. So really, either decision that you choose, July is going to be a very happy time for you. And that, you know, you're going to bring a lot of happiness and joy into your life. You're going to be surrounded by friends and family. There's going to be a lot of love and abundance. I mean, Ten of Pentacles is the happily ever after card, with money and family and love. So it's just saying that, like, you're coming into this really good period of time. And in fact, you know, if you've kind of cast this Page of Cups character out into the cold, and you, you know, you made them kind of squirm for a minute, and you made them really earn their keep, they could very well have changed. And like I said, I think that July for you, regardless of if you choose to go along with this person or if you choose to leave them behind, the Three of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles are saying that you're in a really good, happy period of time right now, where you're enjoying your friends and family, you're celebrating, you know, you're going on vacation, you're enjoying your home life. Like, things are really good in your environment, and they will be that way, you know, moving forward. So the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I think that some of you are gun shy, that, you know, like I said, some of you are in fact going to allow this person back into your life. That's totally fine. But the Ace of Pentacles is saying that a lot of you are going to be looking at the past and wondering if there's more to learn. Like, are you going to be, remember how before I said with the moon, there was like an offer of some sort of information that you didn't see coming? And it caught you by surprise, and it put you in this position where you were like, oh my God, I had no idea that you were deceiving me. I had no idea that this was happening. So, you know, this could even be with, like, I'm thinking with work, it could be like with payroll. So somebody said that you'd be getting a raise, and then all of a sudden you happen upon emails where, like, that's not the case. You know, this could obviously, again, be with, you know, somebody who's being dishonest in a relationship. So this is just you being fearful that, like, you know, if I allow you back into my life, what else am I going to find? And like, if I allow this to continue, what else am I going to find? And like I said, for a lot of, like, I keep going back and forth because for a lot of you Geminis, you are going to allow this person or situation back into your life, and it will be happy and it will be good. But for others of you, you know, you'll be letting go of it. Yeah. I mean, but you'll still be happy. Like, the outcome is still the same. It doesn't change how happy things are going to be. But the King of Swords is the outcome. So I think that Geminis are going to be at the tip top of their ultimate Gemini-ness. I think that you guys are going to be forward facing. You're not going to be looking to the past or the future, because that's where fear and anxiety hang out, and you don't want to live in that space. I think that a lot of you are going to be extremely logical about what's going on with this person or situation. I think that also, you know, this Page of Cups, I think that most of you are going to be distrusting this Page of Cups, and then I think ultimately they are going to turn into the King of Swords. So it's almost like, you know, the frog that becomes a prince, that all of a sudden they become like the best, most mature version of themselves. But I think that it took for you to kind of be harsh with them. But I think that also they want to meet you on your level. Like, that's what the King of Swords is saying, because this is where you are. So if you're gonna be hanging out with me, you got to meet me on my level. You can't be below me. You can't be a Page of Cups. We don't have time for that kind of shit. And like, the Page of Cups is all about messages back and forth. The King of Swords, because swords are about communication, that's all about the back and forth, the messaging. But you're coming into a time where by the end of July, beginning of August, you're going to be very, very strong. You're going to be like in the utmost of your Gemini energy. That you're going to, you know, for some of you, this could mean a promotion at work, I feel. For some of you, this could be, you know, just feeling as though you're on top of your game, feeling like you're very logical, you're emotionally disconnected from things that were causing you stress and anxiety in the past. I mean, all of the stress and anxiety is in your past. July really for you is about, you know, celebrating and moving forward. And in fact, you want to leave behind... You really want to leave behind that deception. You want to believe the best in this person. Or, you know, you want to believe the best in the situation that you've been in. And I think that, you know, the way that you're going to do that is by looking straight ahead. Not focusing on the past, not focusing on the future. I think that, in fact, you're going to get to a point where you're saying, I'm going to live in the now. I'm going to live in the now because that's where I'm most happy. And future me can worry about what happens in the future. It's not for me to be concerned with right now. That's very interesting. Okay, so the three cards that clarified the Page of Cups. So like I said before, expect some gifts, expect some invitations, expect some offers. This person's coming back and they're going to be like, hey, want to go on a date? Want to go get dinner? You know, I'm not who I was in the past. That's over and done with. You'll notice that this card is a 9. 9s are about endings in tarot. So, you know, this is, the way I was before is over and done with. And you're going to be like, but really? But really, are you? My intuition is saying to stay on guard because I don't know that I should follow where you lead. I got burned before. So the moon is all about intuition, right? And this moon looks like the moon in the Two of Swords card. So, and it's also... It's a 5 and it's Cancer. So it's saying that, you know, it's Cancerians, it's a very watery energy. You could be dealing with a water sign in this instance, specifically a Cancerian, or you could just be surrounded by somebody who has Cancerian qualities. 5 is about conflict. So this is somebody who created a conflict for you, somebody who you knew maybe wasn't good for you, but you stuck around with anyway. And now they're coming back into your life and saying, hey, like, let's try this again. Let's do this again. Let's do it differently. And in fact, like I said, a lot of you will. New beginning, the key. Something's, you know, there's going to be something that kind of cracks open the shell of your heart. And the sun is going to shine on it. And it's saying that if you do decide to go along with this person, you know, it's okay. You're going to be happy because you're going to be looking straight ahead. You know, this person unlocked something within your heart that's hard for you to let go of. And also, this is a 6. So you're moving from a 5 with the moon card to a 6. You know, 3 plus 3 is 6. So this is someone who's going to be a part of your daily life. This is someone who's going to be a part of your environment. And it's okay. It's okay. That's the thing, Gemini, is that you know what you're getting into. So the King of Swords is saying that, like, as hurt as you were by this, it wasn't so hurt that you can't allow this person back in, and that, you know, it didn't make you begin to mistrust yourself. Like, you trust by the end of this month, even though you might be on guard a little bit initially, there's something saying, there it is. There's something saying that you are, and I laugh because this is the card that came up, letting go. You are letting go. You're letting go of the past. You're letting go of old hurts. You're letting go of old wounds. So the letting go card is releasing the past can seem like a challenge, but it can also be liberating. Your angels will help you let go so that you can fly higher than ever before. Endings always herald new beginnings. Choose to allow this situation to lead you to a more joyful life. Change your life by changing your thoughts, which you are going to do, because swords are all about your thoughts as well as the way that you communicate them. So July for you is about letting go. Let's see. It can be very liberating to leave the past behind. So often we hold on too long. We look backward at the past when we should be looking at the present or planning for the future. Your guardian angel brought this card to you to say, let go and I will walk with you and help you spread your wings so that you may fly higher than ever before. While this card often signals endings, it leads the way to new beginnings. It asks you to stop resisting the necessary change that will make you a more alive and fully vibrant human angel on earth. When experiences no longer serve your higher good, it's time to let go and let God. Additional meanings of this card: change your thoughts, change your life, an anticipated ending, transformation, reincarnation, resurrection, and freedom. So the other thing that I see for some of you Geminis is that you try this relationship again, you're happy for a time, it doesn't work, and then you sever the tie because you realize that you and this person are not in the same place, and in fact it's holding you back. So I think that for a time, you know, July is going to be a very happy month for you. You're going to be looking straight ahead, but I think that at some point you're going to be turning to face the future. And I don't know that this future involves this person, but, you know, for some of you it might, and that's okay. You also have free will in all of this. So if you find that you absolutely love the situation that you're in, there's no reason to end it if you're enjoying it. So with that said, I think that you guys are going to have an awesome, awesome July. I don't see any major life shifty changes. Things are really going in a good trajectory for you. You know, and July, like it is for most other signs, is about letting go of the past so that you can be free to have an even happier future. And in fact, you have 3 10s here. So, you know, enjoy it. Enjoy it. That's what it's here for. Enjoy it. Because something new is on the horizon, especially with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed doing this reading for you. If you want to get in touch with me because you have a question, comment, or concern, my email address is intuitivetarotempath@gmail.com. I love to hear from you guys. And if you want a personal reading, check out my website, intuitivetarotempath.com. I'd love to work with you guys. So that is your reading for July 2017. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in August. Bye!